Do you ever feel like life's struggles are weighing you down? In this video, we will uncover the transformative power of struggle and adversity, and how it can lead us on a path to inner growth and enlightenment. Lesson 1. In order to grow, you must overcome obstacles. We are compelled to face our limitations, fears, and attachments when we encounter adversities. These challenges force us to step outside of our comfort zones and acquire new resilience, perspectives, and skills. There would be no motivation for growth or change without obstacles. Struggles are how we grow as people and become more resilient. Buddhism emphasizes the use of mindfulness as a coping mechanism for difficult situations. Being completely present and non-judgmentally aware of our thoughts, feelings, and experiences is the practice of mindfulness. Being aware of our difficulties allows us to see them without becoming overcome by them. We can look at our problems objectively, without introducing new layers of anxiety, annoyance, or hopelessness. We can learn to face our challenges with an open mind and curiosity by engaging in mindfulness practices. We start to view setbacks as chances for progress rather than as impassable roadblocks. This change in viewpoint enables us to confront our challenges head-on with bravery and resiliency, knowing that they are making us stronger and more enlightened individuals. The lotus flower has great significance in Buddhist symbolism. Although the lotus grows under murky water, it eventually comes to the surface to open into a stunning flower. The flower denotes the purity and enlightenment that can be attained by overcoming life's obstacles, while the mud depicts life's hardships and difficulties. We have to overcome our obstacles, just like the lotus does. Even if the muck looks heavy and overwhelming, it is precisely this muck that gives us the strength and nutrition we need to grow. Our challenges are not impediments, rather, they serve as the cornerstone upon which our resiliency and strength are constructed. Acknowledging the challenge's actuality is the first step. Suffering is only made worse by avoidance or denial. Recognize the challenge and accept that it is a normal aspect of life. To stay in the now and face the task to the fullest without feeling overwhelmed, practice mindfulness. Examine your feelings and ideas without passing judgment. Recognize that progress requires time. Show yourself and the process some patience. Have faith that you will become stronger with time and work. Treat yourself well when you overcome obstacles. Problems might be challenging, so it's critical to be kind and sympathetic to oneself. Through the use of acceptance, mindfulness, introspection, patience, and compassion, you can turn obstacles into opportunities for personal development. Remember that it is through adversity that we develop and gain strength. Lesson 2. In order to motivate others, sometimes you have to keep going. Buddhism places great importance on the virtue of perseverance. The Buddha himself showed extraordinary persistence in his pursuit of enlightenment. It was under the Bodhi tree that he eventually achieved enlightenment following years of austere practices and meditation. He encountered numerous obstacles and hardships during his difficult journey, but his tenacity not only brought about his own enlightenment, but also encouraged countless others to pursue the Dharma. We develop resilience, tenacity, and strength when we press on in the face of adversity. These attributes not only aid in our own development, but also act as a ray of hope for others. Those around us can be motivated to endure despite adversity by our capacity to do so. A parent who puts in a lot of effort even in the face of difficulties, for instance, sets an example for their kids. A friend who helps others while overcoming their own challenges might encourage compassion and resiliency in people around them. A community leader who perseveres in the face of difficulty might inspire others to maintain their dedication to their objectives. We not only support ourselves, but also encourage and boost others when we persevere. Everyone we come into contact with, not just ourselves, gains strength from our trials. The Buddhist path to enlightenment serves as a powerful illustration of how tenacity may motivate people. The Buddha reached enlightenment after years of intense asceticism, profound physical and mental suffering, and seeking the truth. A great deal of people were motivated to start their own spiritual journeys by his struggle and eventual accomplishment. The life story of the Buddha shows us that our efforts are not in vain. We open the path for others to follow when we persist. People around us can be motivated to face their own issues with courage and hope by our strength and commitment. Remind yourself of your objectives and the reasons you are enduring. Remind yourself of your purpose and allow it to spur you on. Recognize that difficulties are a part of life for everyone. As you overcome obstacles, have empathy for both yourself and other people. Talk about your challenges and how you are overcoming them without fear. Your tale may serve as motivation for anyone going through comparable difficulties. Set a good example. Remind people that it is possible to overcome adversity and emerge stronger on the other side. Encourage and help those in your immediate vicinity. Others can be inspired by your strength and given the courage to persevere. By overcoming your obstacles, you not only become stronger yourself, but also positively influence people around you. Others may be motivated to overcome their own obstacles by your story, which exudes optimism and tenacity. Lesson 3. The challenges you face today help shape who you are. Buddhism holds that our life experiences, including our challenges, have a profound impact on who we are. The challenges we encounter in life are not coincidental occurrences. Rather, they are an integral aspect of our karmic path, assisting us in developing into the persons we were destined to be. A key idea in Buddhism is karma, which is the law of cause and effect. Karma is the result of our deeds, thoughts, and intentions. It then shapes the experiences we have in the future. This encompasses the challenges and hardships we face in life. Buddhist teachings state that obstacles are not meant to be punished, but rather as chances for personal development. They are the outcome of our previous karma and are designed to teach us valuable lessons and cultivate virtues like wisdom, patience, and compassion. We get stronger and more resilient as a result of every challenge we endure. Suffering is viewed in Buddhism as a means of bringing about personal growth. According to the Buddhist teachings, suffering is a necessary aspect of existence, but it is also a means by which we can become enlightened. Through our problems, we are forced to examine our ego, desires, and attachments, which deepens our understanding of both the outside world and ourselves. We are compelled to face our weaknesses and vulnerabilities when we encounter challenges. We can develop and change via this introspective and self-reflection process. Our challenges turn into a mirror, reflecting who we really are and assisting us in letting go of our attachments and delusions. We grow in compassion, wisdom, and inner power as a result of this process. Give some thought to the challenges you have encountered and the ways in which they have molded you. Develop an attitude of thankfulness for your challenges. Acknowledge the role these difficulties have played in your development and metamorphosis. Make the most of your hardships to release yourself from desires and attachments that are no longer beneficial to you. Accept the process of introspection and personal growth. Let your struggles make you more compassionate toward both yourself and other people. Acknowledge that everyone has difficulties and draw on your own experiences to deepen your empathy and comprehension. Trust in the process of development and change. Have faith that your hardships are assisting you in becoming the person you were destined to be. You can grow in inner strength, wisdom, and compassion by accepting your challenges and letting them mold you. Your difficulties are not only obstacles to be conquered, rather, they are vital components of your path to becoming a more resilient and enlightened person. Lesson 4. Make an effort to change for the better and act. Buddhism places a strong focus on changing our life for the better by acting virtuously in addition to realizing and accepting suffering. A call to action, a chance to make adjustments that will increase happiness and contentment, is what struggles are all about. Through proactive problem-solving and life-improving actions, we can transform our challenges into potent drivers of constructive transformation. It is simple to revert to unfavorable thought and behavior habits when we are facing difficulties. But Buddhism tells us that we are capable of changing our thoughts and behavior. We may use right effort to turn our challenges into chances for development and constructive change. Buddhism believes that we are in charge of our own pleasure and health. Our challenges present us with chances to take charge of our life and bring about positive changes rather than being meaningless occurrences. We may use our challenges as stepping stones to a more purposeful and happy life if we take action. This calls for living a proactive life. Buddhism urges us to take charge of our lives and make the changes required for our happiness and growth, rather than waiting for things to change on their own. This can entail altering our surroundings, our routines, or even our mindsets. After you've determined where you need to grow, make sure your goals are specific and doable. These objectives must be clear, quantifiable, and consistent with your aims and values. Start moving toward your objectives with little regular steps. Recall that change is a process, and that over time, even modest efforts can result in substantial advancements. It takes perseverance and effort to make beneficial improvements. Remain dedicated to your objectives and don't let failures deter you. Make the most of your challenges as inspiration to keep going. Never hesitate to ask for help from others. Having a support network, be it family, friends, or a spiritual community, may keep you inspired and on course. You may transform your challenges into chances for personal development and empowerment by accepting accountability for your life and implementing constructive adjustments. Your obstacles serve as stepping stones toward a life that is more purposeful and meaningful. Life is bound to bring struggles, but they can also present excellent chances for development, change, and enlightenment. Buddhism's teachings encourage us to accept our troubles, rise to obstacles with courage, motivate others by our tenacity, let adversity mold us, and take constructive action to change our lives. By doing this, we improve as people and make a positive impact on the happiness and well-being of others around us. Remember that your challenges are actually opportunities to grow into the finest versions of yourself rather than impediments. Accept them, grow from them, and allow them to fortify you. No matter how hard the past, you can always begin again. As the Buddha once said, allow your challenges to mark the start of a new chapter in your life, one that is full of learning, perseverance, and progress.